this was the table given to us in the second problem, and we are trying to figure out if this is linear, quadratic, exponential, or none. So those are the three function families that we are looking at. And our linears, remember, have a common first difference. Our quadratics have a common second. And our exponentials have a common ratio. And since exponential is kind of like on its own island, I like to start with that one first. And so I like to do my division before I do anything else. And remember, we're only looking at the y columns when we are determining these, so I want to look here only. And you can go in either direction, top over bottom or bottom over top. Because these keep getting bigger, I'm going to do the bigger over the smaller. So these two, I have negative 16 over negative 4. Well, negative 16 divided by negative 4 is a positive 4. Then I have negative 36 over negative 16. I'm going to grab my calculator for that. And I get 2.25. So automatically I know that it is not exponential because my ratios are not equal. So now I'm going to go back and try the differences. And I'm going to switch color just so it's a little bit easier to see. So we can kind of ignore this orange one. And now I'm going to check for linear. So first differences. So I'm going to subtract these two. So negative 16 minus negative 4 is negative 12. Subtracting these two, negative 36 minus negative 16 is negative 20. And even though those don't match, we have to keep going because you need all of your first differences in order to try the second differences. So I know it's not going to be linear, but I still need to finish. Unlike with ratios, if it's not the ratio, it's not going to, we don't need the ratios for anything else. We can just stop. So down here I have negative 64 minus negative 36. Negative 28. And now you want to use those new numbers to find your second differences. So I'm again going to switch color. And I'm going to use these two and find my differences there. So negative 20 minus negative 12. And that gives me negative 8. And then negative 28 minus negative 20 is also negative 8. So my second differences are the ones that are equal. So negative 8 and negative 8. And I've used all my numbers that I have available for my first differences. And so I know that my function is quadratic. If none of these worked, then you would say none. It doesn't mean it doesn't have a family. It just means that it's not one of these three that we're focusing on for our unit.